Hello everyone, and welcome to another video, and you can already see some of it right there. So, I like doing repair things now, which is cool, because repairing things is my hobby. But anyway, what I'm talking about today is this. Now, what is this? So this is a original NTR001 DS model, which is the first model of DS that they had ever produced. There it is. So you can already see it's opening. But basically, I've had this for around 2 years, and it worked for 1 week. 1 week. And the thing is, I didn't attempt to charge it until it died. And then it died. And once it was dead, it was dead. It didn't charge after that. And I know you could probably just get a new charging port or like another capacitor or stuff. And I'm not good at soldering, so I didn't want to do that. So I went the cheater's method, and I got... Oh, what is this right here? Where is it? This. And if you don't know what this is, I wouldn't blame you. It's another motherboard. So as you can see, I've already disassembled it right here. So this is the charger port that was giving me a problem. And it is actually the same charger port that they used on the Game Boy Advance SP. So you can do interswappable chargers there. So for around a week ago, I pulled it out and tried to see if I could fix it. I couldn't, so got a new board. And we're just going to be putting it in and testing it out. So yeah, here's the board. Pretty cool stuff. Cool thing about these boards, actually, is that the buttons, I don't know if you can hear that, but they're actual buttons. Instead of just being pads where they have the rubber domes pushing down, they're actual buttons. Which is cool because it's like a tactile feel. That's why I like these ones. What are we going to need here? Oh, I know. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need my handy dandy opening pencil for this one, boy. I guess we'll just start from here. Perfect. This is some fine packaging. Alright, let's take it out. Here it is. Hooray! So on the bottom it's got the volume, of course. Matches up with our old one. Oh wait. Yeah, it matches up with our old one. Volume. Our old one was actually kind of stiff for the volume. This one's smooth. And you got that. You got your GBA port, which actually looks better on the one on the bottom. Alright, so this is our old one on top. And then here's the new one. There's really no difference. So, I should probably mention this, but I lost a lot of screws because I'm in the process of cleaning my room right now. And I took this apart preemptively because I thought that this board would get here a lot faster than it did. And I lost the screws. These are the 4 screws that remain. So we're going to have to make do with those. Alright, so I have my tweezers here so we can feed the cables through. So what I'm going to do is just move that one out of the place so it doesn't get trapped underneath. It's a networking cable. And flip that over. And there's 3 cables right here. You just want to pull them back and then feed them through right here. Well, one of them didn't make it. There we go. All 3 cables made it through. Perfect. This cable's here. This cable's here. We're already almost there. So once that's there, I'm just gonna put the board into place. Oh, didn't notice that our right bumper, or right bumper, yep, had fallen off. Okay, took me a minute there, but I got the right bumper back on. So here's where the stuff gets tricky. I'm gonna have to lower my camera so you can actually see what I'm doing here and it won't get blurry. Alright, so I made it lower so you can actually see what I'm doing here. There's 2 cables that have to go into these 2 little things right here, and the big cable that goes into the big one over top of them. Pretty simple. One of them's for the digitizer. I would assume one of the big ones for the screen. And I have no clue what the other one's for. Maybe power for the upper screen. Something like that. So I'm going to have to use the tweezers to just kind of literally jam the cable in there like that. Gotta be careful though, so that way the cable does not break. But yeah, you just kind of have to put it in there and then secure the bracket that goes underneath of it. I have no idea how well you could see that, but the cable's in now. Now I just gotta do the same thing for this cable. Into the port, like that. Press it down. Secure the thing on the bottom. That cable's in. Now it's time for the big one. This one's actually kind of different. You just gotta It's easier too. You just put it in, and latch down top part. Easy stuff. So those cables are done. Now we gotta shift our attention to up here in the corner. We've got another screen cable and our little internet connector here. Internet connector's easy, you just pop it in. And the screen is just like the one we did before. You just gotta put it in and latch down the top part. Just like that, except my cable won't go in all the way. Alright, so that cable is in, and that means all our cables are in. Everything's basically ready. It's a pretty simple procedure. We got our new motherboard in place, all the cables plugged in, easy stuff. So, now we gotta screw it back in. But, rule of thumb, you never screw it completely back in until you know it actually works. Which, sometimes, I kinda don't follow that rule. Alright, the bottom's secured into place, but the right bumper wasn't liking me again. So we have to put that back on. Both bumpers seem to click down, so those are good. Now it's time for the bottom shell. It just goes on top after you like help it a little bit, like that. And then you screw that part in. All screwed in. Now it's time for the accessories. Like we've got, well, this is the only accessory, but it came with the DS. Thought it was cool because not many of them online had them, even though I think it was an included thing with your system. And then once it goes through, like that, you just pull it all the way through. And then once it is out, you just put it through itself and pull. And then you gotta get over that thing too, but yeah, hooray, tying a knot. And then it comes for the really the only part why I bought this replacement motherboard, the battery, so I can actually charge it. So just pop in the battery and then pop in the battery cover. Here we are. Easy fix. Less than 20 minutes. Already ready to go. Most of the screws in. And yeah, the battery is completely dead because it's been dead for over a year. Actually, it's actually almost 2 years since I've gotten this. Like I said that already. Now it's time to charge this thing. So I need to find a charger. I found one of them. I have 2 chargers, and one of them doesn't work. We'll try out this one, which is an actual charger. So the light, one of the lights, I'll open it up so you can see. One of these lights should become orange. Orange, where are you? Okay, well, maybe the USB dongle did quite do its job. It's not actually a dongle, it's a cord. But it's a USB one, so it goes USB into charging thingy. Yep. And then on the other side, we got the actual charger. Alright, so we're plugged into the wall now. It's kind of unfortunate that we have to use this one, but at least we can charge it in the car, so that's nice. So one of these should become orange once I plug it in. Orange. We got orange! The first time in 2 years that I can actually charge this and play it. So what happened before, if you were wondering, was when I plugged it in, it would turn orange and then just go off. Which seems like a pretty common thing on the DS Lite systems, but I couldn't find anything about it on these ones, which I know, since they have a different charger port, I didn't want to mess up anything. Well, this is quite the epic achievement, if I do say so myself.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire...
Maybe all isn't well, because I just unplugged the system to try to turn it on, and it had a bra moment while turning on. So here's what happens. So you press the power button, right? Just garbage. Just garbage on the top screen. Okay, so I did a little bit of investigating. I actually think it might be okay. I think it's just because it doesn't have a full charge, and it just dies after I charge it a little bit. So yeah, it's fine right now, but once I hit the power button, it just does garbage. Flashes the screen and goes off, but the power light is not on. So I think it tries to turn on, doesn't have enough power, dies. And then it just does that, whatever that is. So to solve whatever's happening on the screen, I just unplug the cable, plug it back in, and leave it alone. I'll come back when it's done charging and see if it does anything. Alright, so it's been a little bit, and I unplugged the charger, and it still is giving me that garbage on the screen, and then it turns off. So I'm thinking that I didn't plug something in 100% of the way, which happens most of the time. So let's get back into here and attempt to recover what is lost. Good thing I only have 4 screws to get in here. 5 screws, never mind. Alright, so we're back in here, and my first instinct is maybe I didn't plug in the top cable in all the way, because that's the thing that was giving us a problem, and then it just shuts off. Let's be double safe and use our tweezers here. Get the cable. It's in there all the way. All the way. And then close it up. I don't know. It's in there pretty good. We have made it. It was just the upper screen cable. We are good to go. Look at this thing. It's so cool. It's already at red because I didn't charge it for that long because I was really antsy about this thing not being broken. Okay, so touchscreen works. I guess we can continue to test that by using our tweezers here. Screen brightness is really good too, so like you can really see this thing. Alright, it's gonna need some calibration, but it's actually pretty good. Alright, it's all the way up now. Blue. Oh, it's pretty loud now. Oh, it is not 2000 anymore. It's like almost June. What's today? The 29th. Yeah. Alright, well, we know it works. I just didn't screw it in, and I was holding the battery in, so that's probably why it just abruptly cut out on us. Getting the battery out, getting this thing out. Here we are again. I left the screws in. Oh, okay. Well, didn't need to go back in here. So from prior knowledge, when I did actually test this machine, I think I got it for exactly $20 back in 2018, which was a good price then and a great price now for a working DS. I actually bought it as, for parts, and I think it's because it had the charging issue, but I didn't really pay attention to that. And it's not even in great condition. I don't really know. But the point is I have it. It is on, and there it is. We just repaired an original NTR 001 DS system back to almost its original glory. Some scrapes up top that I had when I got it, and then there's a crack on the hinge somewhere. Alright, and I'm back with my 2 testing games. Probably my favorite games from each of these consoles. The DS, Mario Kart DS, and for the Game Boy Advance slot, which I know works too, Pokemon Leaf Green is my first Game Boy Advance game. It's still a great game. Okay, well, I don't know if it's hot swappable. Do I just plug it in and it works? Yeah, I think I need to reset it. Okay. Do the good old in out a couple times. I do remember this thing when I did play Mario Kart on it was a dream. Still not detecting it. That was on this board. Gotta make sure the pins still work on this thing. Oh, dude, it was from a smoker. That was a bad idea. Blowing into that was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea. This thing was owned by a smoker. I would have never guessed unless I actually blew into that. But now my throat hurts. Doing it more. Ugh. Terrible. That slid in a lot better that time. That was terrible. Oh wow, it worked the first time after I just blew the guts out of it. It's doing everything great. Oh yeah, this is the way this game is meant to be played. 150. Good old Yosh with my favorite cart. Cart 24. Oh, never mind. Cart 15. This is so hard when I'm like right underneath of this camera. And the camera can't even see anything either. 8th place is not very good when you're on the 3rd lap, is it? 4th place is kind of okay. 5th place is eh, and that was it. This is the round. 4th. That's considered bad on this version. Well, enough getting humiliated. Let's try Pokemon Leaf Green now. So the cool thing about this console that I like better than the Lite is that, look at this. It fits. It's flush. It's great. You can play the game and you never knew this thing was even in there. Amazing stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Is my save still? Yes, it is. Almost 15 hours I put into this game. Boom, 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 boom. What a great game. Now, what I like to do with I used to just have it on autoplay, so once my DS game was in there, like that, it would just be like beep 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 beep, and then it would play the game, like just straight away. But now I realize that I actually like it better when I get to select my game. Startup, manual. There we go. I like it on manual mode now, but I used to like it on automatic. So that way, when you have your Pokemans in the bottom and your Magro carrots up top, and you boot up the system, it'll give you the option to go to either or. It's great stuff. Or only an option to go to GBA. I'll leave this on charge for a while, and this has been a TheREDpanda2002 video. And yeah, if you like what you saw in this video, I guess like it if you liked it, dislike it if you did not like it. And I guess thanks for watching this rather short video, but I liked doing it. So have a Shrek day, I guess. You know what else I realized? It's just a Game Boy Advance SP with fat on the sides. I don't know why I didn't realize this earlier.